the Lich King Classic Blind. We're heading to the Badlands here for more quests and stuff. We need to get Buzzard Gizzards, Crack Coyote Fangs, Rock Elemental Shards, quests complete in the area. Lots of stuff to do. Got some meat. Got a buzzard here, coming this way. Oh, all the buzzard drops too. Fantastic. The buzzard gizzards, the Crack Coyote Fangs. There's a silver vein. Inventory's getting a little bit full here. Should probably sell some stuff when we find a shop out here in the Badlands. There's some silver ore. That's nice. Buzzard Talon. Buzzard here. Another Buzzard Gizzard. Brilliant. Over here. Nothing. Spin over here. Nothing. It's working out. Destroy that guy. Some more things there. Brilliant. Looks like it might be disconnected again. Big old disconnect. Game crash. Oh boy. It's not going well today. It's not going well today. This is being recorded immediately after the previous episode. Well, that's alright. That whirlwind is not alright. My goodness. Alright, let's get more of these guys. Crag Coyote Fangs. We do have a quest over here. A sign of hope. In the mine here, perhaps? Let's see what that's about. Also, iron though. So, that's pretty good.
I need a target. I'm out of range.
Approach, guys. Oh, there's a crumpled map. Okay. There's text roughly scribbled in chalk on the map. Rydal, they're taking me to Uldaman. Send help, Hammertoe. Find Prospector Rydal, let him know Hammertoe Grez is alive. Prospector Rydal. Okay. We can go around here somewhere. Probably a friendly excavation site. Most likely. I'm sure killing a ton of these coyotes and stuff. And this one. That was on cooldown. Another fang. Nothing good in there.
Too far away.
Up in this section. Just need one more fang. We can focus on the gizzards and shards. That'll be okay. And there you go.
Got my attention.
Hammertoe's alive? This is amazing, Eric Erickson.
Up with you.
Eric Erickson, can you find him? Can you find Hammertoe in Uldaman? Those dirty Shadowforge are holding him hostage to figure out what he knows about the Titan excavations, and all of Ironforge could be in huge trouble. For a long time now, those Dark Irons have been looking for magics to make more powerful golems. Hammertoe is doing the same, of course, only to stop them. They're probably keeping him alive until they learn what he knows. You've got to hurry if you're gonna save him. Find him in Uldaman.
Very good.
Sounds like a plan to me. A reason to go into another dungeon.
I'm out of range.
Amazing what continues on to quests to go to places. Right. Another thing over here. Pick that up. Buzzard?
Too far away.
Buzzard gizzards. It's a buzzard. Thing. Feathers. Here is Garrick. Just chilling out here in the Badlands. Tremors of the Earth. I heard from Sigrun that you have been a great help to him. Perhaps I might enlist your help. I was sent here by my master, Crassus of the Kirin-Tor, to put an end to the trouble brewing in Lethor Ravine. I cannot divulge the exact nature of my assignment here, or the task that I must undertake, but I assure it is of vital importance. A band of wandering ogres, sometimes seen near Camp Boff, stole an object called the Sign of the Earth. Must have it. Bring it to me and I'll tell you more. Near Camp Boff. Huh? Interesting. Got Camp Boff on... I mean, the ravine's over this way. Camp Boff anywhere? There's Camp Cag. Camp Kosh. Here's Camp Boff. There's the south here. We need to fight any rock guys and buzzards we find. Camp Boff. Group of ogres here. Ogres. You got thing? Well, not these guys. Sounds like they want more of a group, perhaps. Be on the lookout for that. We're definitely in the right area, though. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna mine some iron. Oh. Stop it. Rude. Okay. Here's a grave area, my goodness. And this one. Up to the mountains. For some rock guys. That'll work. Oh boy, they're gonna drop piles of things here too. The inventory is in dire straits. That's okay. Rock elemental shards. Some salt. Shard. All these guys. Let's grab a few more. We'll be fine. All the pieces. There we go. And a mithril deposit. We got a mithril ore up here. So that'll at least stack. If we're going to be going into a dungeon, we definitely want to have the bag slightly cleared. Grab all the dungeon loot. Alright. There's a buzzard. It's perfect. Yoink. Third gizzard. Delightful. Gonna find the group of ogres. Be on the lookout for them. And we got the rocks. Basically, we just need buzzards. This is the group of ogres. There's the boss. He's got it. There we go. Just chilling in a pile. That's a lot of guys. Goodness. I think there is somebody around here. Might have a shop. We desperately need to sell some things to a shop here. That much is for sure. I think there's a setup over here. Some guys. Here the next rock up. There's somebody around here somewhere. Oh, here's some guys. Blacksmith and supplies. That's a shop. This'll work. Hey there.
Yo!
I'd like to buy everything we have. Mystery meat. Large fangs. Bushy tail. Heavy stone. Polished stone. Lifeless stone. Salt. Chips. Talons. Rib cages. Meat. Soulbound axe. Cheap gloves. Spider bits. Technically something. Linen cloth, spider bits. Rough and coarse stone. Solid stone. Cheap. Potions. Soulbound wand. Cheese. This. That's a letter. These are gray. Soulbound legs. Keep the stone for now. Sell the bread. Some gold ore. Soulbound mace. Soulbound gloves. Cheap stuff. Soulbound. Soulbound. Here's some buzzards. Hi, buzzards.
Glad I could help.
Super convenient. We'll have to see it. Let's start all this stuff up slightly. Put the quest stuff over here. Sell the stuff over here. Buzzard wings, I guess. Okay. Tremors of the Earth. Turn that in. We got a quest over in Oldemon. Dungeon quest. That was a good time. Brewfest Stein. On to that for now. Okay. Might have another thing with this guy here. Since we've gotten the things he wanted. Let's give these here.
How may I help?
The nomadic band of ogres travels between their camps across the Badlands. Heat rising from the dry earth and the swirling winds will make it difficult to track their progress. Sometimes they travel through Camp Boff. If you're lost, you might try your search there. That's a lot more information than he gave the first time we talked to him. It's like, oh, they're over at Camp Boff. Nope, they travel all over the place. Would have been helpful to tell us the first time. Found him, though.
Till next we meet.
Good tidings you bring bearing the sign, Eric Jackson. The sign of the earth was created by the Dark Iron Dwarves of Angor Fortress to find two of Deathwing's ruthless lieutenants, the twins Blacklash and Hematus. My goodness.
Be careful.
It's become obvious that we cannot ensure that Blacklash and Hematus will remain imprisoned in Lethlor. The Black Dragons have taken up residence there, and that the ogres managed to steal the sign indicates that more drastic measures will have to be taken. Drake's prisons is maintained by 3 runestones that may only be retrieved using the sign of the earth. Those runestones can then be used to break the seal which imprisons them. Occasion? Ensure that their dreams are eternal. That's one way to say that. Use the sign of earth to activate the pillars of amethyst, opal, and diamond. Obtain the runestones. This runestones in the seal of the earth to free Blacklash and Hematus. Slay them and return the bindings and chains. My goodness.
Good luck, friend.
We'll deal with some dragons. Always a good time. Oh, 50 quest. My goodness. That's a little bit higher level. You can see why we wouldn't have grabbed this when we were here before. I think we did wander through the dragon area here. Very concerned about the fact that there's all these stronger dragons in here. That's not gonna stop us though. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, there's one. It's a big old pillar kind of thing. Looks nice. You can mess with these. Just grab that. Just gonna look out for more of these all around the ravine here. I think we need all 3 of them in order to open the things. Let the dragons out. There's one. The Pillar of Amethyst. Yeah, if it's so easy to get the key out of the area, definitely a problem that needs to be dealt with. Here's the level 45 elite dragons. There is the seal we need at the end here. Just need the last pillar here. Should be around here somewhere. The dead whelp. There it is. Pillar of diamond. There you go. Let's go. Open up the thing over here. Very safe. Very cool. There's a couple little 45 elites here. Scorched Guardians. Scorched Guardians. There's Hematus. Seal the Earth lies here, with 3 recessed alcoves for the Amethyst Runestone, the Opal Runestone, and the Diamond Runestone. Looks like someone was just finishing this quest right before we got here. Displace the runestones into the matching recesses. A violent rumbling shakes the earth as the seal is broken. Dragon! Blacklash and Hematus. They're dead. The Earth lies here. There's an echo, swing, and loot the chains. And loot the binding. Alright, there you go. Couldn't risk them escaping. So we dealt with it. Dealt with it. My goodness. Okay. Let's go turn this in. And since the dragons are dead, that's probably going to be the end of this bit here. There's just a much more dangerous section off to the side here. The dungeon is 35 dungeon for that quest. This is 50. Yeah. Just little higher level sections of the zones. That's definitely more of a thing over in TBC. Right, the bunch of places where you could only fly to. But there's some sections in some zones out here. Strong magics and powers held the Drake's prison for so long, we cannot allow any possibility that Blacklash and Hematus may be released. I mean, if we release them and then we just kill them, they weren't that much of a threat. So, something to take care of, though, I suppose. There you go. No longer will the Kirin Tor need to worry over the prisoners of Lethvor. I return to report success to my master. Crassus will no doubt be pleased. Then we get some choices here. Level 57 items. Not bad. That is very, very appropriate. Good stuff. We'll take the most expensive one. This has got enough value that we almost kind of care about taking the most expensive one. It's still like 1,000th of the money we have, but worth it. Worth it. Alright. Let's go sprint through Uldaman here. This is you to rescue one guy, but we can totally just beat all the bosses. Let's see if that's on my list of dungeons I still need to do for the achievements. We've definitely done Uldaman before, but that's not the same thing as having the achievement completed here, apparently. Looks like we're okay. That's okay. Over here. Still gonna do it though, obviously. Get that taken care of. All the buzzard bits and all that's already fantastic. I guess that's quest complete. Even though we have to go do the thing. Doesn't really consider go talk to somebody as part of the quest, I suppose. That's fine. Let's get in here. Oldemon. Here we go. Oh, these guys. We've entered the Oldemon chat channel. Excavation center. Was he just right down in here? That's not a huge concern. There he is. Hey, how you doing? I'm standing in a fire. Ah, yes? I'm sorry. Feel so weak. You come closer, warrior? Radol sent you? Heard and be praised. That boy is not as slow in the head as I once thought. Cough. Doesn't seem to be doing too good. You're brave to come into Oldemon for me, warrior. If you're really here to help old Hammertoe, then you'll need to find me amulet. Deep Shadows, got it. Margarine Deep Shadow. He's around here in the ruins for sure. The amulet will lead him right to the scrolls if he ain't stopped. It's up to you, Eric Erickson. Please, get that amulet. Scrolls will surely help the Dark Irons create even more powerful golems. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. Find Hammertoe's amulet. Turn to him in Oldemon. I'm gonna find Magrang Deep Shadow. Alright. Go to move here slightly. Oldemon. Magrang Deep Shadow. Minor guys. My goodness, this is a place.
Far away. I need to try something first.
Are you guys here? No. No, just regular guys. Golem. Shadowforge Ruffian. And here's an iron deposit. Are you gonna interrupt me from mining? Rude. Looks like we're gonna not need to do the entire dungeon. Oh, there he is. He's just dead. Yeah. That's part of the situation. We just steamroll through everything. We need to set up the targeting macro if we're looking for someone specific. They're all just so weak and inconsequential. The Shadowforge clan is dangerous. Be careful. You must find the amulet. Yeah, we got it. I knew you'd find the amulet, Eric Erickson. Well done, indeed, Eric Erickson. Prospect of faith. Hammertoe holds his wounds and takes a moment to regain his composure before speaking again. Find Rydal, Eric Erickson. Bring him the amulet. He'll figure out what to do. He knows I was seeking the origins of our people, and he knows it was also my mission to stop the Shadowforge clan. He must not be allowed to find the scrolls. Go with speed. Find Rydal. Hammertoe Grez falls to the ground. So he's released with his last breath. He fell in a fire. Yep. I don't think he's okay. Alright. So, didn't technically need to do the entire dungeon here. That's something. That's something.
Need more rage.
Everybody's dead.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
There we go. We've turned this in. Still worth it to clear out the inventory then. That's okay. So technically it was in a dungeon. I don't think anybody in there was elites, since we weren't technically in the actual dungeon. Just the outside bit. That's okay. Go turn this in. And then we can continue on down. Or, I guess we need to continue on up. Get to turn in the other quest nearby. This is the last thing we have here in the Badlands. So that's great. Always a plus. And we also have information that we've learned from other locations about the origin of dwarfs and all that. All sorts of good stuff. I'd say it was a bad day. This is the Badlands. Every day is a bad day. True.
Watch, get her back.
Hammertoe's amulet? I think my spirits were higher when I thought he was dead. Knowing for sure only makes the pain worse. This amulet was his life's work. Can't let his death be in vain.
Okay, good.
Okay, okay. Who would know what to do? Historian Karnik, that's it. He's in Ironforge. He'll be able to help. He and Hammertoe were working together to find the lost artifacts in Uldaman. Yes, the Shadowforge found out the two of them knew more than they were letting on. Tell Karnik what's happened to Hammertoe. Give him the amulet. He'll tell you what you need to do next. Okay.
Off with you.
And to Ironforge. Works for me. We got another quest to turn in there. And quest to pick up there. That's all working out. Take some fall damage. Have a good time. Anachronist. Turn this one in. I don't think there's any flight paths, really, over here. That's okay. We can just run. That's alright. So we got 5 quests we can turn in here. That's pretty good. Check our log here. 4, 5. Dungeon quests, group quests. Need to go to Dustwallow at some point. We got a handful of quests heading over to Kalimdor. Kind of just focusing on Eastern Kingdoms right now. We could always do a venture over to Kalimdor, complete some quests to clear up some space on the tracker here. We got a lot of options. That's always nice. Okay. Let's go over this way. I mean, we're going to be down in Booty Bay again here. We could hop over to Ratchet for a second. And then from there, fly to a few places, turn in some quests. Just have a little more space. We'll see how we're feeling once we get all the way over there. Yeah, lots of stuff to deal with before we get to that point. That's for sure. And right here. And back.
Talk to me.
Badlands, reagent run. Only took a little bit. You got the things I need yet? You won't get paid unless you bring me those reagents. Yeah.
Off with you.
Ah, well done, Eric Erickson. These should last me for a little while at least. Here's your pay, as promised. If you're interested, I have some more reagents I could use. These, however, are only found in the depths of the Uldaman excavation. Not be easy to get. Make it worth your while. You're interested in helping me again. Perhaps something more than some shiny coins, yes?
Watch,
Complete
get her back.
quest. Picture over there. Uldaman reagent run. Most copies of this picture have been destroyed. Wild. Wild stuff. Well, here's a reason to go back to Uldaman. I'm here for it. I've heard about a newly discovered plant called the magenta fungus caps. They grow in clusters at the Uldaman dig site, and be found in the early tunnels and deep within the less explored areas. I've started their potential use in alchemy. That's where you come in. Find the magenta cap clusters and bring me a dozen caps. Be warned, the clusters may spew out poison spores if jostled. Do this for me, and I'll whip a batch of one of my famous restorative elixirs for you. Restoration potion. Removes 1 magic, curse, poison, or disease effect on you every 5 seconds for 30 seconds.
Watch, get her
That's
back.
fancy. Sounds like we won't need to go super deep into the dungeon again. Or like more of the initial start areas. That's fine. Go back there again. You find magenta fungus caps. That's doable. Another quest that you could do at the same time as the other ones. If you were feeling like it. Just gonna jump into the mountains there for no reason. That's fine. A maximum efficiency route through everything would be very complicated indeed. All the different quests that go to other quests. Alright, let's keep going. If you want to do every single dungeon quest at the same time, difficulties, for sure. Rocks. You get down to Gadget Zan also. See what the next bits of the smith and stuff's gonna be. Let's find these mushrooms. It should be magenta, so hopefully they are noticeable. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. Not worried about any of the guys in here. Just need mushrooms. Alright. Not typically looking around for mushrooms. We're much more of the mining kind of guys. Where's he dying? I mean, see, we immediately found an iron deposit. Instead of what we're actually looking for. I got tried to attack us. Rude. Magenta mushrooms. There we go. Magenta cap clusters. Now be careful, they might spew poison. Yeah, we're fine. Got 3 at a time though. That's nice. Don't have to find 12 different mushroom spawns. That's good. I can work with that at least. Hey, it's fine. It's probably fine. Looking for mushrooms. A lot of guys. There is somebody running away. There's the actual entrance to Uldaman. More mushrooms over here. Guy's trying to attack us. Very rude.
Not enough.
Little 39 guy. Just wandering around here. Having a good time. Picking them up, I see. I find mushrooms. It's all working. Not a single loss. That should be a herbalist or something. I've definitely got the knack for it. Clearly. 12 for 12. Or we just get 3 every time. That's also a possibility. Once again, we enter the starting cave of Uldaman here. But don't actually go inside. Eventually we'll have reasons to go into more dungeons. I mean, we do have a few other dungeon quests here. Like Razorfen Downs. That's it. Yeah, it's something. Pop out here. And be on our way again. Back to the same guy. I don't know if I really need to have the reward here. Curing some magic or poison or whatever could be useful. But since it's a limited time kind of thing, unless you can actually get more of them, you would constantly save them for the time where it would actually be useful. So, it's what it is. We got potions and stuff. Could use some more. Use some mighty defense. Pick those up at the auction house at some point. Got a few things to check at the auction house at some point. Not super worried about it. Turn this in and probably be on our way. This should probably be the end here. Got a level 42 quest in Lochmadon. My goodness. It's a bit above level, that's for sure.
How are you?
Welcome on Rage Run. You obtained the magenta fungus caps. Are you from a alchemical work? No caps, no reward.
Hey, good.
Well done, Eric Erickson. You've proven your worth once again. The caps will be an interesting study, yon verily. And now, as promised, enjoy a taste of one of my more potent restorative brews from my personal stock. If you are a skilled alchemist, perhaps we might have some additional business to conduct. Regardless, I thank you for your assistance. So potentially, alchemists could learn how to make these. Also use an alchemy trainer, so just does alchemy.
Watch your back.
Well, that's complete.
Interest you on a pint?
Yeah, he does.
Off with you.
So these could remove 6 magic, curse, poison, and disease effects each. I'm sure there's situations where that'd be nice. But for us, we just kind of don't worry about most of those things. We also have stone form somewhere, maybe. Here it is. This one removes poisons, disease, and bleed effects. So this would just help against magics and curses. That's okay. Let's see here. I want to go to Ironforge next. We can kind of just Hearthstone there, save a tiny bit of time. Not a big deal in the long run, but it all works out. Alternatively, we could have flown to Ironforge and then Hearthstoned to Stormwind. There's options. We got the tram. That pretty much takes care of that problem. That's good. That's good. Okay. Loading in. Loading in. Here we go. Be invisible. Travel. Okay. Ironforge. We'll go. Really is convenient having all these teleports over here. Definitely still the correct location to have the Hearthstone set at. That's for sure. Okay. Now we're here. Got a few different places to go. Turn stuff in, pick stuff up. A whole lot. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All of Explorers, we got a few things. Always up for some more exploring. Always a good time. Historian Karnak. Hello.
Watch your back.
Ah yes, another traveler seeking something from the dwarves. I am the dwarves. Sir, I'm truly sorry, but I have no time to answer meaningless questions right now.
Off with you.
Oh, well, this is a different matter entirely. You probably don't realize the gravity of this matter yet, do you? I care deeply about Hammertoe's demise, but if he sent you here with his amulet, then he understood what's at stake. You'll have to take the time to mourn his death later, and show you one of the reasons this amulet is so valuable.
Very good.
Oh, wow, here's the spirit. Hammertoe, you're as smart as you were stubborn in life, even in death. What do you tell me, old friend? He just has a spirit here. Wild. Karnak, my friend, I wish I could see you with my own eyes again. We need to talk of Ragnaros. His influence is spreading. Ragnaros, terrible news indeed. I'll tell you more, Karnak, in time. First, send this traveler to Belgrum. There's more business to attend to. You heard him, traveler. Speak to me again when you're ready to speak to Belgrim. Passing word of a threat.
Watch your back.
Eric Erickson, run find Advisor Belgrim as quickly as you can. Tell him what you've witnessed and ask him how he wants to proceed. This note will explain more to him. In the meantime, I will take the time to speak to Hammertoe's spirit. Maybe he knows something that will help us put a stop to those Shadowforge cretins' activities in the Badlands. We can only pray. My advisor Belgrim can give him the note.
Off with you.
And the note is sealed, so that's what she said. Oh, find Advisor Belgrim, huh? He's right here. And we can't read the note either. Alright, it's fine.
Hi.
Yes, warrior? I found you.
See you soon.
Ah, word from Historian Karnik. Sure. Excellent. I always have time for his business. Advisor Belgrim opens the note and begins to read.
Off with you.
As Ram reaches the end of the note, his eyes widen for a moment. Whoosh, these are evil tidings. Eric Erickson, please return to Historian Karnik. Tell him on the King's authority to act on this information swiftly and decisively. Halt the Shadowforge's activities in the Badlands. Speak to Historian Karnik.
Watch your back.
Aye.
Be good.
You're treating this matter with an urgency I can expect from the King himself, Eric Erickson. Alright then. I know what will bring the Shadowforge down. The presence in Uldaman can be slowed if we strike them at their base of operations, Angor Fortress.
Off with you.
Ambassador Infernus was sent to Angor Fortress by Ragnaros himself to mine the Shadowforge seeking lost artifacts in Uldaman. It has already meant tremendous casualties for our people, but has obviously grown worse. I hesitate to guess how many artifacts they'll be able to find and use against Ironforge. Our goal is simple, warrior. Return to the Badlands and destroy Ambassador Infernus. Once the threat is eliminated, return to Advisor Belgrim with proof of your victory. It's in your hands now. Kill Ambassador Infernus in Angor Fortress.
Be good.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be right back here again, so we can just go do that first. And then we'll be back to Ironforge. So let's get to area in the middle. Fly back where they were. Fine. I'm gonna just pick up all the quests and stuff. Sun Fury, Imperial Plate Armor.
What's on your mind?
Mother Sun Fury to the Great Forge.
Safe travel.
It doesn't seem to exist. That's fine. Where we already on that way? No. It says available. Doesn't seem to be available. Alright, I did that. I'm going to Gadget Fan. Okay. Is this it? I might have just gotten that from a different location. So that's fine. If we delay slightly, we can use the Hearthstone again. Let's grab the quest here. There is Dear One. Dear Novel. Look at these samples. Look at this. A little slime goes a long way.
Have a great day now.
I'm going to need more samples, Eric Erickson. But I don't know how to put this. They have to be pure samples. I know. What does pure mean, Laris? I'm not sure. I do know that these are corrupt, just like Felwood, which is what makes my realization so important. The oozes seem to adapt, take on the aspects of the area they're in. They need to find samples that haven't been polluted. But where? Where? Eric Erickson. Take these containers, just in case you find any on your own. 10 filled pure sample jars. Try to find them, perhaps try to get more clues from Laris. Let's get some more clues.
Right. Pleased to meet you.
Is there a difference between ooze and slime? No, not that I can tell. seems to be mostly based on region. Some races have labeled them slimes, some oozes, seems to be preference mostly. Every time I've encountered ooze, sludge, or slime, they've basically been the same creatures. The differences seem to be based on their environment, which is why we need a pure sample. What do you mean by pure? Pure sample would be one that's uncorrupted by unintentional influences. We need to find the creatures in the most basic, normal environment we can. It means somewhere devoid of civilization or the effects of the dominant races of Azeroth. Someplace untouched. Are there any areas you could think of that would be so untouched? It'll definitely not be anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms, that's for sure. It'd have to be somewhere on Kalimdor. But still far away from the Horde and the other races. Someplace unaffected by the Sundering. He's nowhere near the Night Elf civilization either. I would guess it'd be someplace protected also. Like a valley or a crater. I don't know, just guessing now. Sorry I couldn't help you more. So, Ungoro Crater then.
Daylight's burning.
We'll figure that one out. Go find some special sludge in the Ungoro Crater. Gotcha. Understandable. Have a nice day. Turning a quest over here. This is just a donation quest here. Those are repeatable. Eh. You don't even have an interior of your house, do you?
Hello.
You look as though you have traveled a great distance, seen much turmoil in your time, warrior. These times we live in are trying on the soul. What news do you bring to me now? Your husband's dead.
See you soon.
You say you saw my Sully pinned beneath the icy waters? Say it isn't so. And read what he wrote.
Safe travels.
So reads Sully's letter, page by page. Yeah. This isn't fair, my dearest Sully. Come back to me. No, Erickson. Why did you bring me such news? Yeah. Not a good time. Not a good time.
How are you?
Erickson, I have but a small request to ask of you. Take this note I've prepared to our great monarch of Ironforge, King Magni Bronzebeard. It is a small task to ask of one such as yourself, someone who has shown great valor to the cause of the Alliance thus far. For me to go before the king in my grief-ridden state would not serve the purpose of my cause. Surely you understand.
Keep
Got a
your
note
feet on the
going
ground.
to King here. To my honorable king. It is not the place of a lowly soldier's wife to question the actions of the great leaders such as yourself. The battles that rage across our lands are being fought to preserve the great life we know and love. From the cool waters of Loch Madan to the brisk snow-capped peaks of Dumbarrow. While the wars we wage in the name of preservation are to come at what cost? Upon the death of which fallen soldier do we realize that the very life we strive to save is slipping from us on the battlefield? Under how many swords and axes must we throw our future? Under how many feet of sodden soil must we bury our past? It's not the place of the lowly soldier's wife to ask such questions. They write to you now as the lowly soldier's widow. My husband might have been one soldier in the ranks of thousands to you. To me, he was the great Sully Baloo, father of my children and one of partner in this life. Forgive me if my questions to you, O great leader, ring inappropriate, but the dead cannot ask these questions for themselves. Your loyal subject, Sarah Baloo. Yeah, it'd be like that. Okay. Let's speak to guy in Gashazam. I think we have the other was the same thing there. Here is emissary Jade Moon. Taking back Silithus. Attention, heroes of the Alliance. The Silithan menace has been left unchecked for too long. Unfettered by any real opposition, they've been preparing all this time for a large-scale expansion. Xerian's circle forces are gathering in Silithus to take the fight to these wretched creatures, and all able-bodied adventurers are hereby called to join us. Don't wait until it's too late. Aid us in the defense of Azeroth. Or to Windcaller Proudhorn at Cenarian Hold for specific instructions. Go to Silithus. Gotcha. I'm assuming this quest is going to disappear when we take the other quest that tells us to go talk to people. Right over there.
You need
Delana?
something?
An earnest proposition. 60 plus dungeon.
See you later.
Well met, warrior. I have something that might interest you. I have in my possession a set of armor, much like the one worn by those of your profession, but of much higher quality. I'd be willing to trade the bracers for ordinary ones in exchange for a small favor. The blood of the frost sabers and bears that inhabit Winterspring has properties I'm in need of at the moment. Bring a sizable sample of it, along with the bracers and a small amount of gold, which you'll find the effort worth your while. 15 Winterspring blood samples, 20 gold, along with a set of bracers of valor to Helena in Ironforge. You get bracers of heroism. That's part of the battle gear of heroism set. It's got 8 pieces. Wild. Sounds fancy.
See you around.
Adventure. And now let's go slightly berate the king here. Hey.
What brings you to
Hey, King.
Ironforge?
So you are Erickson the warrior. News of your contributions to the Alliance has traveled quite far, you know. What business do you come before me today? I got a letter for you.
Strength.
Take but a moment for me to peruse this letter. You can read fast. You told me. Carefully strays through this letter and lets out a long, solemn sigh. It'd be like that. A king's tribute.
How can the dwarves help you?
I do not expect good dwarves like Mrs. Baloo to understand why the travesties of war must be endured for the greater good of our people. The loss of her husband and the loss of every dwarf that fights in the name of the Alliance weighs heavy on my soul. While I cannot bring her husband back from the twisting nether, I can pay tribute to him. I'm going to commission a memorial to Sully Baloo to be built by Grand Mason Marbleston. Send word to him now, warrior. You shall be custodian of my bidding.
What
Okay.
brings you to Ironforge?
And he's also got another quest here. Karen Mighthammer. You have been to the smoldering ruins of Thrusian? Do you happen to run into a pitiful lout named Karen Mighthammer? The dwarf that was supposedly watching over my baby girl? King sobs. Now she's gone, Eric Erickson. I've had my men turn the steps upside down. The only clue they have as to the whereabouts of my daughter is that she may be inside the depths. For all I know, she could be dead. Karen is supposedly being held prisoner there. Find him, I want answers. Black Rock Depths. Being held prisoner in Black Rock Depths. Fascinating stuff. Can't pick up that. That's that. That's that. That's that. Repeatable quest over there. That should do. Okay. So. What did we need to go back to Oldemon again for? Stormwind, Blue Bay. Distribute jars over there. Silphus. Blood samples. Professor Infernus, okay. I guess it's not technically in Oldemon. It's nearby now. I can get there and get back. I need a ride. Do. Yep. The Mason. I guess we got the Mason. Is he right here? There he is. That's one more thing I can do. Just way down in the corner here. Harder to see. The building over here? I guess so. Give him that. We gonna jump across. In here. Yeah, he makes stuff.
How are you?
So King Magni Bronzebeard himself sent you. My, this must be important.
See you soon.
For a good king would like a memorial built in honor of a soldier named Sully Baloo. You say the poor chap died during the Thandal Span tragedy? Bah, will there ever be peace on Azeroth? Nonetheless, any commission from the king is of utmost importance. To build a truly epic and lasting peace, want to work with one of the finest stones available. Drop to Darrow Hill in Hillsbrad, gather for me some Alteric granite. Garrison Wilson of Ironforge wants 5 pieces of Alteric granite. Darrow Hill in the Hillsbrad foothills.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay. That's over another direction. What are we thinking? Jump back across. That's what we're thinking. Having a good time. So, Hillsbrad foothills, Alteric mountains. Not going quite that far. Grab that on the another way up. Something to go south though. Maybe we can skip out some of the travel here. Either way, we'll keep going. Some time left. 11 more minutes. Back to Felsamar.
Be good.
That's good. That's good. Back. And back down into the Badlands. Again. Back and forth. Back and forth. Only one thing we need to do here. Get up into Angor Fortress. And get the ambassadors' erasers here. Should be doable. Shadow Forge. Dark Iron Dwarf skies. Let's just pop up in here quick. One of them's dead. Mysterious. They're probably fine. You're doing stuff. And then Night Elf Road. Chilling. Wandering through here. All this stuff. Wild. Got a big stone golem. That's fun. We flew through the air to defeat him. There we go. Wild stuff. Wild stuff out here. He's just a big fire elemental guy. We're talking about Ragnaros. That's interesting. Got 7 minutes left on the Hearthstone. I think it would be quick for us to just exit. Fly on back. Potentially we could use the
I need a target.
Hearthstone to get over to Stormwind or something. We'll see how it feels timing-wise. But once again, very easy. But you can just run to the end of the dungeon and kill the boss in one hit. It's a whole situation. That's how it is out here. Yeah. Back to Ironforge. Yeah. If we wanted to cut down on all the travel time, we totally could here. Back and forth. Back and forth. At least when we have things to talk about, we can keep it going. Let's see what these guys have to talk about. See if we're gonna have to walk back and forth between these guys over and over again. I could see it.
How are ya?
Times of the essence, Eric Erickson. Ragnaros will not wait for us to prepare. My goodness.
Off with you.
Eric Erickson, your dedication to Ironforge and to the Dwarven people cannot be refuted. I thank you for your help in this matter. I shall send word to historian Karnik, informing him that you have succeeded. I shall also have aid sent to the Badlands as soon as possible to help recover the excavation site. Thank you again. Before you go, there is one more thing I would ask of you in the name of King Bronzebeard. They give us a captain's sword. They make us a captain?
See
Here
you
for it.
soon.
The Lost Tablets of Will. We've slowed the Shadowforge clan by cutting them off from Blackrock's spire, but Hermito's quest is still unfulfilled. His death must not be in vain. He dreamt of finding the Tablet of Will, a stone shard inscribed with magic by the Titans themselves to help imbue their creations with life, making them have a will of their own, or so the legends say. Must still recover the tablet before the Shadowforge clan finds it. Return to Oldemon! Find the tablet. Return here immediately. Oh my goodness. It's a never-ending visit to Oldemon here, I swear. The Tablet of Will in Oldemon. Turn them to the Hazard, Belgrum, and Ironforge.
Safe travels.
I swear. Back to Oldemon 3! Yeah. But I think we will worry about that next time. Goodbye.